Hello, class 6. So, we are going to begin chapter number 11. Yes, the name of chapter number 11 is light, shadow, and reflection. Yes, light, shadow, and reflection. So, this chapter is going to be very interesting, okay, and this is very easy chapter, so don't worry, this is very easy chapter, so you no need to memorize whatever we studied, you will learn within few seconds quickly. Yes, it's a very easy chapter, okay, don't worry. So in this chapter first of all, we will see the introduction about what is light, and on the basis of light, how can we divide the object into different category. Okay, so this chapter is not so difficult. Okay, so we will study about what is the meaning of luminous, non-luminous, and with lot of example. Yes, examples are very important, so we will go through different examples, and apart from this we will also study uh, through some experiment. Yes, we will um, also see some experiment. Yes, experiment are very important. On the basis of experiment, without experiment actually science is incomplete. Yes, all the theorem that we study actually they are based on experiment. Yes, all the theorem that we study they are actually based on experiment. So, and we will also study about the object through which light can pass or not. Okay, there are many objects through which light can pass, and there are many other objects through which light cannot pass, so we will also study about them in detail. Okay, and then we will study about shadow. Yes, shadow, and shadow, don't think that shadow is the name of some villain or shadow is the name of any ghost. No, it is the topic of science, and not a boring topic. Okay, it's a not boring topic, and then we will also study about what is the meaning of reflection. Yes, uh, reflection of light with example. Okay, so these topic we are going to complete in this chapter. Okay, these topic we are going to complete in this chapter, and I will, kids. I will also tell you about a camera. Yes, not mobile phone camera. Okay, this is different camera. The name of camera I will tell later. Okay, I am not going to tell you now the name, and we will also study the characteristic and characteristic of shadow. Okay, so now, so first of all, let's study about the luminous object and non-luminous object. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids. So what is light? Okay, what is light? Well, uh, light is actually the form of energy. Yes. What is light? Light is actually the form of energy. Yes, light is actually the form of energy. Yes. So, in so kids, as you know that there are different type of energy. There are different type of energy. Yes, for example, um, chemical energy, that electrical energy, geothermal energy, kinetic energy, potential energy. So there are many type of energy. Yes, there are different types of energy. Okay, so electrical energy, actually on this basis, on this topic, actually we have the chapter number 12. We will study about it later. So what is light? Light is a form of the energy. Yes, we get the light from the sun. Yes, sun give us the sunlight. Yes, so when the sunlight falls on an object, then what happens? Yes, it shine and it start reflecting, and when the light reflect and reach into our eyes, then we are able to see the object. Yes, so when we are able to see the object, when the light reflect from any object, then we can see that object. Otherwise, we cannot see. Otherwise, we cannot see the object. Okay. So light is very important, and we have only source the sun, which is the biggest source for the sunlight. Okay, and because of this source, because of the sunlight, photosynthesis is done by plants, and in the morning it is also the source of vitamin D. Yes, and kids, that for and ultraviolet UV rays. The sun also, actually from the sun also UV rays released. Yes, which are actually very harmful, but thank God that ozone layer is protecting us. Yes, ozone layer is a layer which actually do not allow the ultraviolet rays to enter, so it protect from the ultraviolet rays. Yes, ozone layer protects from the ultraviolet rays. Yes, which come from the sunlight. Well, there are many sources of light. Yes, there are many sources of light. Okay, some source produce their own light, and some sources do not produce their light. Okay, so on the basis of producing light, we can divide the objects, all the sources we can divide into two category: luminous and non-luminous. Yes, what is the spelling of luminous? Check out the spelling: Luminous. Yes, Luminous, luminous object. And non-luminous, no, and non-luminous, Luminous, non-luminous. Yes, luminous, non-luminous. So what are luminous objects? What are luminous objects? So object which produce light is called luminous object. Object which produce light is called luminous objects. Okay. And what are non-luminous object? What are non-luminous object? Object which does not produce light are called non-luminous objects. Yes, objects which do not produce light are called non-luminous object. Okay. If an object is producing light, it is luminous. If it is not producing, it is non-luminous. Okay, if it is producing, if the object is producing light, it means it is luminous. Okay, then tell me, the moon, is the moon luminous or non-luminous? Because as I said, the object produce light are luminous, and do not produce light are non-luminous. Yes, think for a second, and tell me, is the moon luminous or non-luminous? Yes, I'm giving you 5 seconds. Think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the moon is non-luminous. Yes, how can I say? Let's find the answer. Let's move on to the next point. Okay, so as you can see the picture of different as you can see the picture of different objects, yes, luminous and non-luminous, yes. As you can see the picture of different objects. Check out the spelling again. Lu, luminous. What is the spelling of luminous? Yes, luminous. And what is non-luminous? Non. And same spelling of luminous, luminous. Yes, non-luminous. So mm, as you can see the sun, and you can see the picture of a bulb. Yes, can you see the clear picture? I hope you can see the clear picture. And you can see the picture of a battery. Yes, you can see the picture of a battery. And uh, you can also check out the picture of you can also check out the picture of moon, the picture of a tree, yes. And the picture of shoes, and the picture of different animals, yes, you can. So some of the uh, objects are luminous, and some of the objects are non-luminous. Yes, some of the objects are luminous and some of the objects are non-luminous. So can you tell me kids, which objects are luminous and which objects are non-luminous? Yes, can you tell me which objects are luminous and which objects are non-luminous? Can you tell me? Yes. So, as you know that luminous means those objects which produce their own light. Yes, own light, not the light of other. Yes, those objects which produce their own light. So, I want to ask you that is the sun produce its own light or not? Is the sun produce its own light or not? Yes, the sun produce says its own light. Yes, it means what is sun? Sun is luminous or non-luminous? Definitely the sun is luminous object. And as I asked you in previous slide, in few second ago, I asked you a question there: is the moon luminous or non-luminous? I know that moon also shine at night. Yes, moon looks very beautiful. Yes, it's a white, bright color actually attract us. Yes, and many poets write the poems on the moon, and you might have studied the poem related to moon. Many poems. I hope you have studied. You have studied. So, moon gives light. But how? But how? Yes, actually, what happens? The sun, the light, the sunlight, this light of the sun falls on the moon, and after falling the light on the moon, the moon return the light, means it reflect back. Yes, actually, it the light is bounced by the moon, which is actually the light of the sun. And when the light reaches into our eye, then we can see the moon is shining. Yes, then we see the moon shining. So actually the moon is not a luminous object. The moon is actually a non-luminous object because it does not shine its own. Yes, because non-luminous objects are those objects which does not which do not produce light, or non-luminous objects are those objects which do not produce their own light. Yes, they do not produce their own light. You can see the picture of tree. Can you see the picture of tree? So is the tree luminous or non-luminous? Definitely it is non-luminous. Yes, your mobile is luminous or non-luminous? Definitely non-luminous. Yes, because it is producing light because of the battery. Yes, and can you see the pictures of animals? Yes, are these animals luminous or non-luminous? Yes, they are non-luminous. You no need to think about them. It's very easy, and and you can see the picture of a CFL. CFL is actually a luminous, okay, and you can see the torch. It is also a luminous. So these are the examples of luminous and non-luminous. Okay, so luminous are an object which produce light is called luminous object. For example, sun, bulb, and non-luminous an object which does not produce light is called non-luminous object. For example, moon. I hope you understood. Now let's perform an experiment. Let's move on the next point. Okay, so now let's do a experiment. Okay, let's do a very simple experiment. It's not difficult, it's a very easy experiment, as you can see. So what you need, actually you need a candle. Yes, you need a candle. So uh, you will put a candle on the table. Okay, you will put a candle on the table, and then in front of the you will light the candle. Okay, as you can see in the picture, you will put a candle on the table and you will light the candle, and you will take some cardboard. Okay, you will take some cardboard. You can give the name to the cardboard A B C. You can give the name to the cardboard A B C. Okay, and you will make a circular hole in all three cardboard A B C. You will make a circular hole in all three cardboard, which should be of the equal radius, equal diameter. Okay, you can use a coin. To make the hole in the cardboard. Yes, it is the best idea. And they can then you can take wooden thin stick. You can take thin stick and make them stand in front of the candle. Yes, make them stand in front of the candle. And remember, kids, the hole of the candle should be same diameter and the height. When you are making the cardboard straight upright, and then they should be at of the same height. Okay, so you should cut the same size cardboard. Okay, you will cut the same size cardboard. Okay, and now try to look through the cardboard. As you can see in the picture, you will look through the cardboard number C. Okay, you will put the cardboard A B C respectively. Okay, in front of the candle. So if you will look through the hole which is in the C cardboard, then what will you see? You will see that the flame of the candle is coming, and it is actually you can see through the hole. Yes, so if you will see through the hole, you will see that the light which is coming from the candle, which is coming actually straight. Yes, the light which is coming from the candle is actually coming the straight. Yes, what does it prove? It proves that light travels in straight line. Yes, if you okay, let's do a work. The B cardboard, just tilt it. If you will tilt little bit, and then you will look again from the C cardboard, through the hole, then you will not able to see the, you will not able to see the flame, um, you will not able to see the light which is coming from the flame of the candle. Yes, why? Because it is not reaching. Yes, the path, that straight path has blocked by you, the straight path has already blocked by you. Yes, it proves that light always travel in straight line. Yes, now kids, let's prove this experiment by one more. Let's prove this topic, light travel in straight line. Light travel in straight line. Let's prove it by one more experiment. Let's prove it by one more experiment. Um, let's move on the next point. Okay, so light travels in straight line. Yes. So we will study propagation of light. The topic is propagation of light, and we have to prove that light travels in straight line. Yes, propagation of light means, how does the light travel? Propagation of light means how does the light travel? So what will you do? You can do a simple experiment. So as you can see that, you will take you will take a pipe, cylindrical pipe, and bend the cylindrical pipe. You will bend the cylindrical pipe, okay, and then you will take one cable, one candle you will take, okay. First of all, you need only two things, okay. You need only two things, a candle and a pipe. A candle and a pipe. Pipe should be such kind of pipe you will have to take, so that can be bent easily, and that can you again make it straight, okay. Such kind of pipe you will take. So you will take a candle and light the candle, okay. Light the candle with matchstick, okay. Put the candle on the table, and they take the cylindrical tube, or you can say take a pipe which can be easily bent, now bend the pipe, and try to look the flame of the candle. Yes, because from the flame, what is coming? The light is coming. So try to look the light using the bend tube, using the bend cylindrical pipe. So can you see, using the pipe the flame of, can you see the light? No, you will not be able to see. You will not be able to see the pipe. Yes, why? Because the light is traveling straight, and your pipe, that the pipe that you are using, the cylindrical tube that you are using is not straight. That's why you cannot see the light coming from the flame. Now make the pipe straight, okay. Now make the pipe straight. If you will make it straight, and now if you will try to see the light which is coming from the flame of the candle, you will easily can see. Yes, so it proved that light always travel in a straight line. Yes, light travel in a straight line, okay. This can be proved by a simple experiment. For this, take a cylindrical tube which can be easily bent, try to see a source of light like a bulb, or you can see candle through the straight tube. Once the tube is bent at some angle, it is not possible to see the source of light through it. Yes, once the tube is bent at some angle, it is not possible to see the source of light through it. This happens because light travels in a straight line. Yes, light travels in straight line, okay. So light always travel in a straight line. When light pass through any object, yes, light can pass through some object, okay, and light cannot pass through some object, okay. On this basis we can say that there are different type of object. like transparent object, translucent object, opaque object. Okay, there are different type of object, because through the some object actually allow the light, some object do not. Okay, so on this basis there are three type of object. On this basis there are three type of object: transparent object, translucent object, opaque object. So what is the spelling of transparent? Transparent. Transparent. What is the spelling of translucent? Translucent. Translucent. What is the spelling of opaque? Opaque. Opaque. Okay. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's time to ask some question from you. So as you can see, here are three questions for you. Question number one: what are luminous and non-luminous object? Give example. Yes, luminous object. An object which produces light is called luminous object. Yes, an object which produces light is called luminous object, and an object which does not produce light is called non-luminous object. Yes, an object which does not produce light is called non-luminous object. Which are the luminous object? For example, sun, the bulb. And which are non-luminous object? Moon, tree, shoes, human being. We are all non-luminous object. Okay. Question number two: write a short note on light. Yes, write a short note on light. So light is the form of energy. Yes, light is the form of energy, and we have the biggest source of light as sun. Because of sun, plants can do photosynthesis. Okay. Light is a form of energy which help us in seeing object. When the light falls on an object, yes, when the light falls on an object, some of the light gets reflected. Yes, some of the light bounce back. Okay, the reflected light comes into our eyes, and we are able to see an object. Yes, and the sunlight which is coming on the earth, it helps because of it we can see all the object. Okay, I hope you understood now. The last question: prove that light propagates in a straight line. Yes, light always propagates in a straight line. Light always travel in a straight line. Yes, this can be proved by a simple experiment. Okay, for this you will have to take a cylindrical tube. Yes, take a cylindrical tube which can be easily bent. Okay, and try to see the flame of the light using the cylindrical tube. Okay, um, through the straight tube. Okay, you can easily see the flame, but once the tube is bent at some angle, and then it is not possible to see the source of light. Yes, then it is not possible to see the source of light through it. This happens because the light travels in a straight line. Yes, I hope that you understood. Okay, so this chapter is very easy. In next class we will study about the objects through which light, the objects that pass the light or not. Okay, now we will meet in next class. Till then, bye bye.